When it comes to Ford roof rack assembly for the HD truck, so this is your 250, 350 models, the Big Dog Builds accessory rack is the lightest to market. Super simple design. This one is missing a cross member, but as you can see, super lightweight. It only weighs about 6-7 kilos as it sits right there, if that. Once you add lights to the front end option of this one, we've got a few different setups available. 50-inch curved light bar, whether you're wanting to run some Baja LED lights, some KC lights, you name it. We've got some exciting setups coming for the Big Dog Builds accessory racks. For this particular model, you got your steady side light cutouts as well. So 13.9-inch steady side lights, color changing between white and amber. Controlling the lights for this roof rack combination, we recommend running it through a Switch Pro. You may have upfitter switches in some of the Ford models, but with the Big Dog Builds accessory rack, once you go a front bar, more lighting options on there as well. It's definitely time to look at possibly upgrading to a Switch Pro. Much neater setup underneath the bonnet, and you can then switch your side lights. You can dim them down 3 different levels. And with the steady side lights, you can also color change between white and amber. You do have to jump out for that one, but it's a pretty neat little feature. So for the front end option, a few different light bars. You can go 50-inch, you can do arc lights, you can do linkables, we can go Baja LP4s even, and then we can go a combination. The pricing between the lights really varies, anywhere from about a $500 front light option up to about $4,000 or $5,000 for some of the best in the market. One feature with the Big Dog Builds accessory rack is what we call T-slots. These little nuts here is what slots into those T-slots. You simply roll that one in there. This one here is an M6 bolt, and then you can simply tie down things like max tracks, things like shovels. You can also put little eye bolts into those ones there, slide them across, put in a little eye bolt, lock that in place, and you can tie things down on top of the roof rack as well. Super simple, neat setup. That one's not going to go anywhere. You can get a little pry tool, spin that around, and those nuts will come out. You don't have to take off the side racks and slide it out the side at all. Those ones simply pop out. We've got different versions of these ones, either stainless steel M6 or M8. So simply trim down the bolt that you're wanting to put in there, secure down the item, and this one's going to give you the best of both worlds to be a super neat setup on top. Whether you're wanting to put UHF assemblies, Starlink assemblies up on top, that's coming soon as well for all of our roof rack setups. But fold down UHF options, solar panels, shovels, you name it, this roof rack can handle it. One of the neatest features and one of the things we get asked a lot is, can I still use my moon roof? Which, as you know, on the F250, 350 premium models, they can be the whole length of the roof. Obviously, you're gonna have some crossbars that you can see through the glass here, but the main front compartment that you can actually stand up on the front seat and get through is gonna be right between those front 2 cross members. So if you've got a UHF on a folding bracket on the side of the roof rack, you can simply open up your sunroof, pop up there, fold down your UHF assembly. If you've got the boat on the roof, you're probably gonna not need to fold yours down, but if you do have a UHF assembly, most F trucks, even the ones with the 37s, 5.5-inch kit, Big Dog Builds accessory rack, you're gonna be around that 2.3, 2.4 meter high mark. So a UHF assembly on top of that, you're gonna hit some trees when you're going off-road if you've got the big 1.2 meter whip. So folding them down is a really nice, neat option. And to get the best range out of your UHF assembly, having them up here compared to on the tub or on the front bar or on the bonnet is gonna give you the best range all round as well. Another feature with the Big Dog Builds accessory rack, for all of the wiring that we run up to the rack, we Deutsch plug everything at the rear of the assembly itself. So we can simply pop on the roof rack, pop it off quite neatly. Once we've done the initial setup, everything is plugged, everything is safe, and then obviously everything under the bonnet is going to be fused as well. So looking after your wiring, getting a professional install, your UHF and your cell-fi can't be on plug and play assemblies. The coax cables can't be cut, otherwise you're going to lose efficiency there. But we can easily do a setup where that one sits at the rear end. If you're wanting to pop off your roof rack, you're going to have to watch the nuts inside the roof. The benefit with the Ford assemblies is we don't have to do any drilling. That's another thing with the roof rack assemblies. They've got captive nuts already inside the roof of all of the Ford platforms, and we can simply take up the black strip that's in the side of the roof, put in some sticky stuff underneath, assemble the roof rack, plonk it into place, and really get you dialed in. And this is going to give you a nice, neat option. The height off the roof itself, you're only going to be about 60 to 70 mil higher than the highest point on the roof. The Fords actually don't have the shark fin up the front like some of the Chevys and the Rams do, but up the rear end, they've got the 2 little black plastic caps and this roof rack assembly is only going to sit about 30 or 40 mil above that. Put that in mind if you're wanting the most slimline roof rack for a Ford F250 on the market, if you're wanting one of the lightest roof racks on the market for your Ford F250 350, multiple lighting setups, multiple communication setups. If you're wanting to run a decent sized solar panel here to keep those batteries under the bonnet in good condition, this is the roof rack for you. Now this one here is a little bit boring sitting on a trolley. We've got a pretty tough F truck sitting over there. We'll spin around and I'll go over, see what this one has. From over here, it looks like it's got it all. Here's one on a pretty tough F350 build that we've just almost completed. This one's coming into the final stages here, and it's got the Big Dog Builds accessory rack, the V1 platform. So this is usually the one that I'll quote unless you're wanting to step up and go up to the more expensive lighting setups. But this one here, super neat, simple setup. You've got your steady 50-inch curved light bar on the front there. They've also got the little DRL LED lights. And then this one here, we've got the steady side lights, which are the color changing models between white and amber like I discussed. And as you can see up on top as well, we've also got both max tracks, solar panel to trickle charge up the battery under the front end. And we've got the UHF bracket on here as well. So simply folding that one up. This one here, you're gonna struggle to get out of the sunroof as we discussed earlier because of that solar panel, but keeping that front battery or front batteries in all of these HD trucks in good nick is my top recommendation. No one likes replacing batteries when you're on the road, so looking after them, the amount of times you open and close your doors, especially around camp, means that all the computers and the modules are gonna turn on in the vehicle. It's quite easy to flatten those batteries, especially if you have things like electric side steps with LED lights that are folding down. So keeping those batteries in good nick through a solar panel just like this one here. We also run that one through an MPPT solar controller. You're going to be able to monitor how much solar charge is going into those batteries at any point. With the GME UHF antenna up on this one here, we've got a couple different combinations now, including the Oricom setups between the 640 1.2 meter range as well. Them on the Big Dog Build stainless steel folding bracket. Nice and simple setup. The max tracks are obviously a must when you're traveling around Australia. So these ones here are the universal mounts from max tracks. We've got 4 bolts in each of these mounts, which makes it super secure and really easy to grab those boards off when you need to. The benefit with the max tracks mounts as well is you can lock them into place. So once you've secured them, you can actually throw a little padlock through them so no one else is going to pinch them. Over the other side there as well, we've also got the shovel holder. So throwing a trusty shovel up on top as well. You're going to usually use that one before the max tracks get pulled out. But let's face it, if you're in an F truck, you're probably not getting stuck. These things bloody need a ladder. Too big for Australian roads. If you like this one here, guys, check this video out here. And to see these things boogie down the beach, American Trucks Down Under Season 1 is right here as well.